set it up for about 3 different reasons, but I wanna see if you guys can figure out why a teacher would assign their students to fill this in.
Oh, well, I'm thinking probably, if you think about like the big picture with the essential question, well, you can, help students to really focus in on which achievements are going to be, the strongest achievements, and then I think too, like it kind of gives you that order, like okay, you can probably, I'm assuming you'd probably be able to share, the order of what those achievements are, and students can kind of have that discussion amongst each other. I just thought there.
Good, the discussion, that's a huge piece of the rank order. Anyone else wanna, Mr. M?
Yeah, I could see how maybe probably the people or the students who choose maybe the most, maybe they feel like maybe they have that's the strongest evidence, maybe not necessarily the most important. So they're kind of thinking logically of like, well, I'm ranking this one first because the evidence is stronger for this one. Or the other way, right? You can ask, kids will probably pick one that maybe is not most important, but maybe more interesting to them. So there's never going to be a wrong answer. It's more about you get their interpretation of either a text or their interest level.
Exactly. To piggyback off what he said, it's a higher level thinking skill. It requires students to evaluate based on what they've learned.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Mr. A, did you want to add anything before I move forward?
No, I agree with what they said. I mean, give them that option to kind of look and rank and use that skill.
Good. You guys knocked it out of the park in terms of purposes. I only thought of about 3, and you guys came up with like 3 separate ones that I didn't think of. The India rank order consensus and reasoning form, there were 3 reasons that I was thinking. My first one is that I wanted to hold my student groups accountable, and I wanted to see, after they did their discussion about which ones are more important, I wanted them to document it into Google Forms. Secondly, I wanted the Google form to be there for the students as a support after they're done with the discussion, so that when we get into the racer writing and we start talking about citing evidence and elaboration, our EL students, our special ed students, any students that might be struggling and need that support can reference back to their group's ideas on the Google form, because I'm gonna leave that option available to them. The last purpose for that grid was that lastly, my selfish as a teacher reason is that I wanna know which topic students are going to choose the most, so that when we do get to the writing portion, I can go back and review those sources, so that when students are asking me questions about those topics, not only am I informed, but then I can support those students in their writing when it comes to citing evidence, as well as elaboration and commentary, okay? So in my PowerPoint, if you want, I can just quickly show you what the India rank order Google form looks like. I also included a US History 8. I created a practice quiz when it came to argumentative claim writing. Which one would you guys want to look at real quick?
India.
Yeah.
India? Okay. So the India one, initially when I created it, I kind of made it a little long, and then I was like, you know what, I need to make it friendly. So when I started reading about the Google Forms, I learned that, whoops, you know what, it's not showing on the projector. Hold on, guys. The PowerPoint has a thing where it like locks in on the screen and show. There it is. Okay. So like I said before, you see the list of the 10 exhibits.